Hey, what's up everybody? Rod J back again. Decided to do another live beer review. So welcome for any of those that tune in via YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, or Facebook. I'm going to take a look at just the Dopest Imperial India Pale Ale. And this is actually from Platform and Brink Brewing. And if this is your first time to check out a video, if you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button, of course. And if you haven't subscribed, you want to see more of these videos, hit the subscribe button as well. But this one comes in at an ABV of 9%, has an IBU of 60. Grains on the beer include 2-row white wheat, melanoidin, honey malt, flaked oaks, flax wheat, acidulated, hops, Galenia, Azaka, Calista, and Cashmere, and the yeast for this one is American Ale. So should be a nice texture that might have some type of a creaminess there with them using the flake. And then they actually do have the date on here, but it's a little rubbed out. But I know I got this recently where it was pretty fresh. And again, this is from Platform. That's the main one of the collab. And what I like about their cans, they give you all the details you could possibly want there. So all the information on the can nicely. On the bottom, they usually put the date, but you can see it's kind of smudged along those lines. 16-ounce pint can. Let's get this baby open and into a glass. And of course, we have the Ohio craft beer logo on the back as well. Now for this, I'll just use a nice snifter glass for the proper glassware, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's a high ABV, you're supposed to use a snifter. So there we go, got the snifter glass. There's the can there. Still a little bit left in the can as well. Beer itself, that same kind of golden orange color. You know, a lot of times I relate it to the old guy in Jurassic Park and the knob on his cane, that kind of old golden light hits it type glowing color there. Head itself, kind of an eggshell white. Came out, I poured about an inch of head. Probably could have put a little bit more on there, but looks like it's going to have a little bit of foaminess that should lace the glass. Aroma wise, you're definitely picking up some of the malt action. Definitely letting you know it's an Imperial double IPA. A little bit of a sweetness there from the malts, but you are picking up a little bit of the hops in the background. Hop wise, not as much of some of the fruitiness coming through, being downplayed by the malts, but got a little bit of a tone in there as well. As far as the taste, it's pretty smooth. In the taste, I pick up more of an orange peel type flavor. I get a syrupy type feel in the texture as well that you can pick up with some of these Imperial IPAs. But it does go down nicely on the back end. Not picking up a lot of the booziness. For 9% ABV, has a great smooth quality to it. You know, some of the other IPAs I've done recently, I talked about that itchiness you get in the throat as you swallow on the finish. You don't really pick that up on this one. It's really smoothed out nicely by the malts. You can feel a little bit of that bitterness in the mouth, but it's playing lower than a 60 IBU. A little bit of that, what I call sometimes like a medicine type feel. Not overly done, but it's just something I've learned to pick up in some of these double IPAs. It's kind of got that little bit on the finish, which to me seems to be kind of more of a medicine. Not anything overly harsh, but definitely there. Nice body on it, sitting a nice medium body type beer. Duration of the flavor sits around for a little bit of time. Feel it on the tongue. It's got a nice effect that you feel it in the cheeks as well. It's not as drying of an effect with this one here. So it has a nice good deal of wetness in play. You can really suck the cheeks and still pull out more of that flavor. So very nice put together. Now Platform is actually based out of Cleveland, Brink is based out of where I'm at here in the Cincinnati area, so it's nice to see them actually get together on this beer. Platform have placed a tasting room here in Cincinnati, so now we have more access to their stuff, and hopefully they'll be working more with some of the other local breweries around here and doing some of the different collabs. But definitely a decent beer from them. This is actually one of their limited series, I believe. It's not part of their regular rotation, but any of the guys or ladies that watch here in Ohio, you know about Platform, and you're able to actually pick that up. Even some of the closer areas like Indiana, where Todd is, they're getting Platform. Pennsylvania has Platform. So it is growing. It is one of the top 50 last year newer craft breweries as it was rated based on their sales. So they are picking up some good steam and momentum. But a nice one to check out. And if you've had this one, let me know what you think of it by putting a comment in the comment section. Well, let me get one more taste in here before I give it my pleasure rating. Yeah, that's good. That's smooth. That nice sweetness to it. Not overly done, like I said. So for me, on this one here, I'm giving this one a 4 out of 5. That's how I like it. So check it out if you see it. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. As I said earlier, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let me know anything about this one if you've had it, what your thoughts were as well. That all being said, thanks for swinging by. I look forward to catching you guys next time. Keep drinking those good craft beers. Remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.